Okay, so I want to look at the app Photomath. And the cool thing about Photomath is you just take a picture of a problem, it scans it, and then it can show you the solution. So I picked an easy problem here. To get this to equal 0, one of these terms has to equal 0. So that's obviously going to be x equals 6 or x equals -4. If you wanted the steps, it shows it to you, so that's pretty much what I just said. And it also will explain it to you if you don't get it. So let's try one that's a little bit harder. Scans it, and it says you should solve it by factoring. And here's the answer. So as a student, if I knew what factoring was, I would be like, oh, okay. And then I could check to see if I got the same answer. But if I'm still, a little iffy with factoring, I can look at the solving steps and I see what they're doing. And if that's still, is hard, I can click on the little arrows and look at it further. So Photomath is helpful if you want to check an answer for something, but it's also helpful if you're a little confused about where to start or you want to look at the steps. So let's say that I, left my graphing calculator at home, I'm not near a computer, and I forget the unit circle. So I'm going to try sine of pi over 6. And it'll say 1/2. I'm going to be like, oh, okay. And it says use the unit circle. But it doesn't, show me the unit circle. So I think that is one area where they could improve. This is the correct answer, and it tells me to use the unit circle. But if I forget the unit circle, I think they should show me a picture. But I guess I am on my phone, and I could just look it up. So let's try something with logs. So this answer should be 2 because 3 squared equals 9. So let's try it out. That's an easy one to check. Show the solving steps. It shows, okay. But let's try one that I couldn't do in my head and see if I can do this one. And that's super helpful. See, if I forgot my graphing calculator, it gives me the answer, and it also shows how you can rewrite it. And I think that's really cool. Now let's say that let's try something that's obviously wrong. So we know sine of pi over 6 equals 1/2. It just told us that. What if I wrote the wrong answer? What does it do? Well, it'll scan it and it'll say, that's not true. This is what it actually equals. So that's pretty cool. What if I did something that is true? Scan it and it'll say true. As a student, you could also, if you are looking at problems from a textbook, you could scan your textbook problem. It'll give you the answer. You can either check what you already did, or if you're stuck, you can see, the steps to get there. So I think as a teacher, this is a helpful guide to give students as they're doing their homework so that they can check their answers, or they can look for steps if they're really stuck. Sometimes with math, it's hard to know where to go. There's also certain textbooks in here you can look for your own. And if I was on, page 10, doing problem 44, I could check it. Maybe not. Well, I guess you have to pay for this part, but I could still, get the answer. I just can't see the solving steps for the textbook.